finally something that is even more welcomed in the midst of all the chaos. Hello everyone, it's DA here. Hope you guys are doing great. Hope you are doing amazing. Now, if any of you ever watched the last dev stream, which was dev stream 115, or my recap on that event, the devs showed the new game mode called the Elite Alerts. This is going to be a series of game modes that start at levels 80 enemy and up. And that is very crazy, and I'm really excited for another alternative to the Onslaught game mode that we have. New alerts once every hour. The sweet spot of this, however, is that they will be adding top tier elite enemies, or what we will call elite bosses. So we saw the Goose Track 3 show up in the middle of this review during that dev stream, and based on the info that was released and given to us, these bosses in this elite, in this tileset modes, will scale based on your current enemy levels. So as a lot of us already know, some of these bosses in this game modes, they scale at ×2 the levels of this enemy, some of them ×3. So if you are looking at enemies levels 80 and now you're having a boss that scales at maybe ×2 or ×3, that will be so incredible. That will be crazy. I'm really excited for it. And if the rewards for this system matches all these efforts, DE might just have hit a home run with this new late game system. Now, controversy aside, if any of you ever played Destiny 2, which I'm sure some of you do, but you're not going to admit that you do. If any of you ever played Destiny 2, you would have encountered what is known as Escalation Protocol, which is on Mars. This is a game mode of 7 waves, with one wave harder than the previous one and then the next one and all the way up to wave 7. You will have to beat the big boss and collect your loot at that final wave. Now, this big boss is very tough. Sometimes it may even take 9 people to take him down. I've completed it once and I was only able to do it with I think 10 people. So that's how crazy hard and difficult it could be. Now, Escalation Protocol and Sanctuary Onslaught are quite similar in some ways. I'm not saying that they're copying each other. I'm just saying they're a little bit similar. All it needs is a boss, since everyone builds at a zone 8 when it comes to Onslaught anyways. So that is going to be crazy. Why is the elite bosses very important to Warframe at this point in time? Well, what I see is DE trying to invest in that long-term content other than raids that we currently don't have. We already know that the bosses will be added to the elite alert system in the faction that you are fighting, and I see that something similar is coming to Onslaught in the game modes. Maybe at wave 8, the room will spawn a boss that scales with the level of enemies, and you might just have to take it out before the timer runs out or before that efficiency burns out. This is very important because you need harder content. Right now, some of the hardest things to do in the game is maybe sometimes Sanctuary Onslaught, sometimes maybe fighting Eidolons, which is gotten a little bit easier over the time, and sometimes maybe just late game survival, and survival seems to be the hardest of the entire bunch right now. So having these bosses in there makes it a little bit more dynamic, makes it more fun. You know, everybody is going to start gearing up like, hey, you know what, we want to do this, do you guys want to do this? Now, the devs also said that there will be more sweet rewards coming in with this elite alert, so that is just very promising right there. And I'm guessing that everything that they give you will also be untradeable, so that is very important. So there you have it. As a vet, as a new player, do you like this direction of elite bosses within the game mode and having to min-max your build just for the final wave of that boss? Let me know what you think about this down below in the comment section. This is an info based on DevStream 115, but as always, this is DA signing out. I'll see you guys in the next one.